Big Mike here with
Hayes Entertainment and Tupac.
Today we're going to the UFC. We got Jared the Mountain Vanderaa fighting in the heavyweight division with an 11-4 record.
If you like what we're doing, you hit the subscribe button. If you're looking for a mug, perhaps a hoodie, head on over to IOnlyTouchGreatness.com.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jared, the Mountain Vanderaa, and I Only Touch Greatness podcast. Thank you for having me, and have a lovely day, everyone.
This is the hottest place. The big name interviews in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Makes good on the Contender Series opportunity tonight. Certainly knew how to use his weight.
Okay, there we go. I'm trying to see. I don't use Zoom often, so I'm trying to see both of you. I figured it out finally. It took me a minute. I'm sorry.
All good, man. Thank you very much for taking the time for us today. We really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. No one accused me of being great with electronics, so forgive me for all the flips and flops and stuff.
All good, man. All good. You grew up in Washington. Now you're fighting out of California. What's that like?
Actually, I only lived there for a year when I was born there. And then I lived all over the place. Baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Go. I'm talking. Sorry about that. My daughter's at the gym with me. I'm at the so.
Oh, nice. Where in Washington did you grow up?
I was just born in Richland.
No, you were just born there.
Yeah, I lived there for about a year, and then I moved to Arizona. Bounced around from Arizona, all up and down California. I lived in the northern parts, southern parts. I even lived in Oregon for a while, Idaho. I've moved over 60 somewhat times, about 60 times in my lifetime. So,
wow, what was that childhood like?
Oh, wild. I had some crazy stories from growing up. Like my father wasn't there, and I didn't meet my father until I was 16. My mom had a alternative choice, so she did a lot of dumb things that did affect me growing up. So we had I have some wild stories there. So yeah,
we don't want to get into that stuff, anyways. That's not what we're here for. Did you play any other sports growing up?
I did football for a while. My freshman year, I enjoyed it. I did real well. My sophomore year, the football coach just made me despise the fucking sport. One, I just never felt like he was looking at me, and two is like, I was always kind of basically led to believe to baby people. Everyone would always be like, "Oh, you're too big. Don't go hard on these people. Don't do this. Don't do that. Blah, fucking blah." And so I just got to the point where I'm just like, you know what, fuck this. And I was late to school, and my wrestling coach was the officer, and he was like, "Yo, you big? I need a 215er or a heavyweight. Can you be that?" And I'm like, just don't give me a ticket. I'll be your guy. And sure enough, he like, yeah, just come to the wrestling room. And that's how my wrestling started, because I grew to hate football because of that guy. I tried again my senior year to play football, but I put in the work. I showed people that I was there to win, and people were like, damn, you good. But my heart wasn't into it, so I quit. And I was just like, I want to focus on wrestling. There was those hopes and dreams of going and being a collegiate wrestler and all that stuff, but then I started punching people, so now we're here.
That's the better part of it. Where'd the nickname Mountain come from?
Like most of my other nicknames that I have, just someone started calling it, and it was just one of those ones that was, I guess, slightly more marketable and safer.
Fair enough.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
Oh,
So, I mean, I'm not the tallest. I'm not like Stephen Strude tall.
yeah.
But, like, I guess tall enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Who are the
5 feet
biggest
tall.
influencers in your career?
It's too much was going on. Ryan, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm 5 feet tall, so you could spare me some of that stuff if you wanted to give away some height.
Yeah, I could, but I like it up here. I like the viewpoint.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
doctor's been telling him he's gonna have a growth spurt since he was 5. It ain't happening. I've told him before.
Doctors are stupid.
Yeah, that's for sure. Shoot that question, Mike.
Yeah, who are the biggest influences in your career thus far?
Growing up, I would actually have to say Van Damme. I watched Bloodsport, kickboxing. I was like, that shit's awesome.
Yeah.
I never cared for the Rocky movies. I mean, I watched them. Just never cared for them. Then I got into just like the kickboxing scene, but then I just, started wrestling because that's all I had the options to do. Once I, got into the MMA, I was like, okay, I picked up the kickboxing, and then I started really delving deep into the kickboxing, and I started like watching guys like Peter Ertz, Ernesto Hoots, and I was just like, this shit is way cooler than the like wrestling. Like wrestling wise, I mean Jake Varner, Kel Sanderson, I got to meet these gentlemen and these monsters. So I mean, they definitely influenced my wrestling growing up, and then I went to the kickboxing thing. I was like Diamond Deckers.
Oh yeah, solid.
Yeah, one of the best. And then now, like, I've even got to train with the great Rico Verhoeven. So I have got to go with the pedigree of Muay Thai, just gods. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Not very many people get the chance like that, obviously. So pretty special thing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite strike and submission?
Ooh, striking. I don't know, one that lands. I'm always been a fan of the low kick, head kick. I just like kicking people because I don't have that Nagano knockout power in my hands. I have it more in my legs, so I've always been more of a fan of kicks. When it comes to submissions, I'm a leg guy. I've been doing leg locks before they were cool. Like I remember when I just started doing jiu-jitsu, even in wrestling, I was looking up sambo and judo. I'm just like, why do they touch the legs and not jiu-jitsu? Jiu-jitsu is very taboo. It's like, oh my god, you're touching the legs, you're going to hell. I'm like, but it's there. My first submission I hit on a blue belt was an ankle lock, and I was like, yeah, we're taking legs home. Yeah. So I definitely put anything in the leg lock category.
Okay.
Who gave you the push into getting into, or maybe open the door to get into the UFC for you?
My current manager, Jason House. Like I did the heavier lifting of punching and kicking people, but he did the backdoor stuff where he guided me into the right direction. He was like, "Hey, dude, I can get you. I can get you there." And I'm like, "You just win fights, I will get you there." I'm like, "All right, boom." And then I had one win under him, and he was like, "Okay, let me see what I could do." And then it was supposed to happen in September, got postponed, boom, to November, and now I'm here.
Yeah, obviously, that's what I was going to get to right now. Obviously, is what was it like being on Contender Series, and take me back to your last bout with Harry Hunsucker.
It was interesting because it was, there was a lot of like, oh my god, this is it. But at the same time, it's like, oh, I'm in a fight, so like, I don't know. I didn't get to like absorb it the way I thought it was. It was a very like third person surreal moment where I'm just like, hey, look, it's me. I'm about to fight. Oh, this is awesome. Oh shit, I'm actually fighting. Wait, let's not enjoy this too much. It's like, oh, my head is bouncing a little too much. Get your head back in the game. From there, that's kind of when I was like, okay, let's actually not lose this fight and win.
Okay. Yeah, and you did that. That's for sure. And you're in the big UFC contract. What was it like sitting there with Dana White with all the winners and him telling you that you're part of the UFC?
Nerve-wracking because I went up. I was like, yeah, I was a first round heavyweight, kind of common. But I was like, I'm not going to get one because there was a teep kick after a teep kick to the face. I'm just like, fuck. Like, this isn't a good look. Like, people over here teep kicking people in the face. I was like, I didn't do that.
Okay. If you could fight anywhere in the world, where would you fight? Like any dream venue?
Yeah. Saitama Super Arena. I would love to go to any excuse to go to Japan and fight. I will use it. I am a giant anime nerd. I know their culture isn't completely like this glorified anime thing that a lot of anime nerds do believe in, but that is the mecca of anime. I would love to go there.
Okay, that's the first time we've got that one. That's a good choice, though.
Yeah. If not, it would actually be South Korea. That'd be my next option would be.
Okay.
Is it South Korea? Yeah, South Korea.
Okay. Yeah, you ain't going to North Korea.
Yeah, no, I was just making sure like I got the right Korea.
Yeah.
But
and do you have a dream fight? Is there someone that you'd love to fight?
Yes and no. I mean, because I could still kind of make this a reality. It would be Overeem.
Okay.
I don't know why I would love to fight Overeem.
I'd love to see that.
But he's also made it very clear that he might be retiring soon. So I was like, fuck. I could be one of these guys. So
you better rush the next couple fights then.
Right? Like, I'm like, all right, like I gotta take this fight this weekend. Wait until this fight.
I'm sure the woman I'm sure the woman loves that.
No, she was mad that I had this fight. She was like, like I got home Wednesday night after the fight. Then the next morning, my manager was like, "So, you got your wish?" I'm like, "Oh, really?" He was like, "Yeah, I'll send you the contract tomorrow." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then my girlfriend just standing like 2 feet away from me, just glaring at me like, "What?" I'm like, December 12th. And she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" It's like, you just got home. Literally. Not even 12 hours home and you already got another fight. I'm like, sorry, not sorry, but sorry.
Yeah, it's my dream to hit the UFC, man. It's my first fight. I'm taking whatever I can get.
Yeah, no, she wasn't like upset that I was taking the fight. She was just because I went from like kind of I've been in camp since July, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So June or July, like late June, early July, I've been in camp. And yeah, we really haven't had a break.
So you must be jacked up, obviously, for your bout with Sergey Spivak in a couple weeks. Do you know much about him?
I've kind of watched him from time to time because I was supposed to fight him back in the day. It was just one of those things where I was like, I want this fight. I think stylistically, me and him could have a really good fight. I don't think he's one of those fights where it's just really easy for me. I think it's a fight for me, but a very winnable fight. He's not really this crazy knockout person, but he has really good ground. I think between his sambo and my black belt in jiu-jitsu, I think we could have a really good grappling aspect of it, and hopefully my striking is better than his. I actually think it's a good fight. I think it's going to be an exciting fight, and I think a lot of people are like, oh, let's see how this goes. So I'm looking forward to it.
Us too. We can't wait to see it. Obviously, that's why we were super pumped to get you on before the fight, and we can't wait to cheer you on. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, the only downside is I have Santos and Gon on that card too, and I'm like, damn, we could definitely get overlooked between those two.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
What's your go-to quarantine snack?
I'm not really a big snacker. I'm fat for sure. Just I'm not a snacker. I like my meals.
You have a pre-fight meal?
Nah, not really. Like I've had people like, oh, try this, try this. I liked what I had last fight. Giant ass ribeye.
Okay.
I like it. Any rituals?
I usually paint my toes.
What?
For real?
Yeah, no, I usually paint black. Yeah, I need to repaint them, and like one's really chipped right now, so I got to paint my toenails. I usually paint my fingernails too. So
Okay.
That's different.
yeah,
What's it like working with Dan Henderson, the legend?
quiet, simple. The guy helps when he knows he could help. But he's not really a big talker. He just like, oh, okay, all right, bye. I'm like, all right, cool. So, yeah.
How do you celebrate after a big win?
Nah, really nothing. I'm a boring human.
Okay.
You got dad duties.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite piece of memorabilia?
I don't have any of that.
Okay.
Probably your shorts from last fight.
I guess. I mean, I put them on display just to have something in our gym, but to be honest with you, I could kind of forget about them pretty easily.
Well, one day you'll want them. Trust me, it'll come back. And you'll be like, I should have.
Like some of that stuff isn't my like. Oh my god, I must have this. Like I'm just doing it because one, I do own a gym, so it kind of helps like new customers see that like, oh, he goes places.
Yeah.
So as a business person, I'm doing it as a like I'm egotistical, just not in this field, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your gym called, by the way?
Oh, we're Team Quest. Just
Okay.
Off center of Dan's, and all that jazz.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, we can't thank you enough, Jared, for coming on and chatting with us today. We really appreciate it. We're big fans of yours, and we can't wait to cheer you on for the rest of your career. We know you got a big fight coming up, and we can't wait to promote you.
Thank you for having me.
Now we'd love to have you on after the fight or another time down the road.
Yeah, I'd love to.